Yo, what up? Jesse Burlingame here with Paul Cyphers.
What's up?
We're live at Zilker Park, Austin, Texas, on a Wednesday afternoon. This is a park treon test. This is an outdoor test. This is a new Lonely Mic. Not Lonely Mic, the Lonely Cam. This is a Lonely Cam test. See how it fares out in the elements.
It's very windy.
It's super windy. It does have a field recorder on the top of it. I turned that off because that would have just been straight wind. But we'll see how these mics handle the wind. We might need to get some, what do they call it, wind screens for the mics if we're going to go outside. We get fun colors. We get LonelyMans blue. Are you still on the animal rights Facebook?
Yeah, I'm scrolling through.
So we had plans. We're outside because we had plans. Paul hit me up like an hour ago and said, hey, people are protesting at City Hall. Grab the Lonely Cam and a microphone, and we'll go down there and I'll interview some people. What was the protest for?
They all had signs that said, shut down Elon Musk's animal lab testing. Animal lab testing.
Elon Musk is testing on animals in a laboratory.
And so I drove by them, and I was like, all right, I want to go troll those people. Let's take the camera. Let's go try out like a man in the street type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I go pick up Jesse, and we come back a half an hour later, and every single person is not at City Hall anymore. There was like 50 people there.
Yeah,
and I
not
was like,
one person was standing in front of City Hall.
not a single person, not a flyer, not a sticker.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
They left without a trace. Leave no trace.
So I'm thinking like, they must have went around the block or something. So I went online and I just Googled Austin Elon Musk's animal lab protest. First results at August 3rd.
Mm-hmm. Today.
And so I opened it, and I went. I was in the Facebook group Action for Animals Austin, and the protest was scheduled from 10:45 a.m. to 12 p.m. It was scheduled for an hour and 15 minutes.
So 50 minutes is probably like the setup, where they dole out the signs and like place everybody on the steps of City Hall, and then 60 minutes of protest time, ready to go. And I don't think. It's not like they were like, oh, that's the only block we can get, because no one else was at City Hall. No one else was protesting.
And they were like on the sidewalk too.
Yeah.
So.
Freedom of assembly.
And even if they had to schedule an hour block for City Hall, you think we drove around, you think they would have like walked down the street or something.
Yeah.
Like you parked, you made 100 signs that were like plastic glossy signs, I might add. I wonder what. I guess it's only animals in Austin, not animals in the middle of the Pacific Ocean that they're worried about.
That they're testing petrochemicals on to print these signs.
And then they fucking, dude, I'm so mad. But on so many points. One, that I wasted my fucking time going down there.
Yeah.
And just two, just like these are the same fucking people. When I fucking drove by them, there was 3 girls like leaning into each other, all holding that sign.
Yeah.
While another girl with a giant Nikon fucking
DSLR.
Yeah, it's super nice camera took a picture of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were there for a fucking hour.
They got what they wanted, dude.
Dude, and then you go on the website, they're like asking for donations, and it's like, for what?
Yeah. Well, I doubt anyone's actually donating to them. But if anyone does, yeah, even $1 is too much for these people.
I don't fucking understand, like...
To print signs, I guess.
Like, how could you only stand out there and like, look, I get maybe someone pops in for an hour. There wasn't a single fucking person who wants to stand there for longer than an hour. Not one fucking person's like, you know what? I think we should stay out here longer.
We should push this a little bit. Really show them that we mean what we say.
And when we got here, you were like, what laboratory is it? I'm like, I don't know. Because I saw it and I turned around to go back to it, and then no one was there.
Yeah.
They didn't like it's retarded.
We have no answers for this.
It's fucking 382 shares on Facebook. The event got
Mm-hmm.
an hour-long protest. It's just like unreal. I can't even believe. Dude, from my hometown, there was a guy who got ripped off by this like K Jewelers.
Yeah.
And he stood outside every day from dawn until dusk holding a sign that says like, bring K Jewelers down. They stole my money or something.
Right.
And these fucking people are trying to tell me that like people are being cruel to animals, that they care.
Animals are being tortured in a
And
laboratory.
and once every 3 months on their Facebook group, they have an event where they stand outside for a fucking hour.
Did you find any past events?
Yeah, like 3 months ago, they did a leaflet at South by Southwest.
Yeah.
Leafleting. Which means they all just handed out 2 leaflets and then definitely gave the whole entire stack to one person.
Yeah.
And then just went and watched a Minus the Bear concert while they were on acid. It's fucking retarded. And these are the same fucking people who are like in your comments of like, I can't believe somebody would do this. And it's like, you won't do shit about it. You don't even care enough to stand outside for more than an hour.
For more than an hour, yeah.
It's so fucking stupid. I'm so mad that like.
It would have been great if we had showed up at like 11:45.
And they've
and
been
you're doing
wrapping it up.
interviews, and then they're like, "Hey, we gotta go," and you could be like, "Wait, why? Where are you going?"
You gotta stay out and tell the people how it is. When I drove by, some guy was trying to get like trucks to honk and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, this is just a fucking game. None of you even fucking care.
You know
got
what?
fucking 4 bitches taking pictures of themselves. This guy's trying to get trucks to honk.
Yeah.
Nobody here gives a fuck.
They're in the same game as us. We were going out there to get content. We're trying to get in the content game.
I would have stood out there for 4 hours to get stupid content for a fucking Patreon 9 people subscribe to. They think animals are being murdered by Elon Musk, and they can't even devote a fucking lunch break to it.
Right.
It's such a fucking, like, dude, that's literally.
I bet people were down there that took a long lunch break to go protest real quick.
Like, not a single person there gives a flying fuck
No.
about anything.
No.
It's just like crazy.
It's too bad. We lost out on content. We didn't get to talk to the people and see what's really going on. We came down to Zilker Park. There's no one here. It's 100 degrees outside. We moved a picnic table. Paul and I picked up a picnic table and moved it like 20 feet into the shade so we could sit here and do this podcast.
If for some reason somebody from Action for Animals Austin is listening to this, I just want you to know. I just want you to know.
Subscribe to our Patreon.
Dude, we should put this on public, because I want you to know that what little respect I might have had for people that protest, like, even though it doesn't do anything.
Mm.
Like, if you want to do something, you have to go out and you have to comedy podcast. You have to take somebody's life.
Yeah.
Go kill a politician. If you're not going to do that, it doesn't matter. The idea that you would stand outside for an hour and then take a picture of yourself. If you took a picture of yourself at Action for Animal Austin today and you posted it online when you stood there for an hour, or God for fucking bid, you put it on your dating profile, literally, I'm not even joking. From the bottom of my heart, I hope you get cancer tomorrow, because you're a fucking asshole.
I'm not on any dating apps right now. I will sign up to Hinge and Tinder just to troll through and see if I could find someone from Action for Animals that's holding an Elon Musk sign.
One of the fucking guys there was dressed up like an Antifa member.
Yeah.
He had fucking black tactical SWAT gear on. Now
I'll switch it to men and women so that I can find both genders.
I get why he went home. He's probably hot and all that fucking gear. But imagine dressing up like that to stand outside for an hour. Better get my bulletproof vest on to stand outside from 10:45 a.m. to noon.
Actually, I don't check the news and the weather reports that often. There might be a protest advisory out right now that if you're going to go outside and hold signs in the sun at 100-degree heat, don't do it for more than 60 minutes. It's a safety issue. It's a safety concern. That's really what it is.
I mean, it's just like, it's unbelievable. And like, we drove around. I thought for sure there has to be like 4 people walking down the sidewalk holding their signs.
Yeah.
Why would you drive down here for an hour?
Right.
People wait to eat brisket in line longer than people were protesting against animal cruelty.
Even if you had seen them setting up the protest at 10:45, 11, by the time you got to me and we got all the gear together.
By the time
even
if I went to park right around the corner, I would
Yeah.
have been able to find parking downtown.
we would have missed them. How did they even get to this protest?
They all live in the luxury apartment building right next to the fucking protest, right next to City Hall.
Yeah.
It's fucking unreal, dude.
This sucks, man.
You know, it makes me even angrier because it was an hour-long protest and only someone with an IQ below 80 would have gone to it.
Yeah.
It would have been unbelievable to talk to them.
Yeah.
I would have just been like, what animals are they testing on?
Mm-hmm.
And I would have gotten 0 answers. Of course they don't have answers. Why would they? That's why they stood outside for an hour, because they're like, if we stand here too long, people will start asking us questions and we'll have to actually respond to them.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Damn. Well, we're here at the park now. Here at Zilker Park. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, I gotta wait outside for my Uber tonight for about a half an hour. I'm gonna consider that a protest versus Roe v. Wade. I'm gonna hold a sign. Fucking crazy, dude.
We should get dry erase boards and hold them out places so we can just change the topic to whatever protests we're at.
All the people there are gonna get fucked up at a bar tonight, and they're gonna talk nonstop about how they protested today.
Let's go to the Lucky Duck tonight, and during our sets, we'll ask if anyone's from Action for Animals Austin.
I'm gonna start talking about it on stage. I'm gonna talk about that group, and I'm gonna be like, dude.
How many members do they have in their group?
Thousands.
Yeah.
And they ask for donations. What the fuck am I giving you money for? So you can buy 50 signs. They're gonna end up in the fucking Pacific Ocean.
Yeah. Well, this wasn't a complete content waste. You got something for your act now. You got something to write about.
It has to be a scam. It has to be a money laundering scheme. Why would you buy that many signs to protest for an hour?
Are they a 501c3 charity?
I think so. They're like, yeah, they fucking are out. They're asking for money in every post in their fucking thing.
Mm-hmm. Just checking the screen to see if we're still recording. Well, I don't know, dude. I'll put this out. This will be an emergency broadcast. Everyone's doing emergency broadcasts now on YouTube.
I don't even know how I feel about Elon Musk testing on those animals. I don't know how I feel. I feel like it was probably a bad thing. I feel like I would have liked someone to tell me about it.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's not a bad thing. They don't seem to be that concerned about it.
Join the group and start.
I like the post. I'm like, I want to go to the next event because I cannot believe. I mean, it's
start
not
adding people as friends right now. Let's try to get someone on.
It certainly isn't a big fucking commitment.
Yeah.
God damn, dude.
Let's get them on the on video chat and talk to them. Try to get face to face.
Dude, literally, they weren't even outside. They were outside for less time than most headliners will go on stage and do an entire comedy show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was 1 hour.
It's unbelievable. It's literally, I can't even wrap my head around. And they didn't hang out.
You know what? A lot of protests might be like this, but you don't know because you just drive by them. So anytime you drive by a protest, you're just in that 1 hour window.
But it's like we drove by like 12:40. Not two people were like, let's hang out another hour.
No.
We're here.
It's hot outside, dude. It's 100 degrees outside in Austin.
Oh, okay. It's hot outside. You know, I care about the murdering of animals, but it's hot outside.
Well, if you die of heat exhaustion, how are you going to fight for animals in the future?
You'd be doing the animals a favor if you died. I can't fucking take people.
Erase your carbon footprint?
I don't know, dude. You'd erase whatever stupid shit you're spewing in the world. You don't even take yourself seriously. How am I supposed to take you seriously? You don't even believe in what you're saying. Dude, those fucking people who protest abortions, I guarantee they're out there dawn till dusk.
Yeah, absolutely. In front of the Planned Parenthood, they don't leave.
So
they actually send a message.
It's like unbelievable, dude.
This lab must be in the middle of nowhere. Otherwise, they'd be protesting in front of the lab.
I mean, walking down the street for 8 hours an entire day probably does nothing either. But at least they tried. These people didn't even try.
You're very interested in the idea that the Russians sent monkeys to space. How would you feel about Elon Musk sending monkeys to space? Do you think you're for it
I
or
might
against
be
it?
able to survive in space without a spacesuit for longer than those people protested. If I practice David Blaine style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I really meditated and slowed my heart rate down. I might be able to technically... I'd go into a coma for sure, but I might be able to technically be alive for longer than they protested against animal cruelty. If you put me in a ship and turned it off and I had oxygen in the room, I would certainly be able to survive longer than that.
Yeah. Longer than 75 minutes?
Dude, Gandhi didn't eat for like weeks in protest. He didn't eat. These people can't even stand outside for an hour.
I really think there's a protest advisory out right now. We haven't looked this up. Can't verify it for sure.
I mean, people wonder why the right is going to win, because those dudes show up with AR-15s and are willing to kill and do whatever the fuck. They drive to a different state to shoot people.
Yeah.
You guys can't even walk 3 blocks and stand outside for a fucking hour. I thought they were gonna have misters here. Why aren't there misters? It's hot. Panera won't even deliver here. I tried to get a bread bowl and they won't even deliver to the sidewalk.
Uber Eats takes longer than that protest lasted.
I could have made $4 delivering in the time they protested.
Yeah. Yeah, you wasted time. We wasted our time.
And what is the point of protesting whenever you say, like, why are you stopping traffic? Why are you doing this shit? They're like,
Next
to
time-
spread awareness.
Yeah.
How much awareness are you spreading in a fucking hour?
Mm-hmm. You're aware of it. They really made an impact on you.
Yeah, and I'm going to make an impact on them because we're going to go to a future event and I'm going to just,
Careful.
I'm going to be subtle.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to interview them and be like, what's up? And then I'm going to start clowning on them. And as soon as they have any pushback, I'm going to be like, yeah, I tried to go to your event. You guys were outside for a fucking hour. Not all of you are pussies. You don't do anything to help anybody.
Yeah. Next time you see an event going on, or if I see an event going on, we got to pull up and say, hey, how long are you guys going to be here? I want to join you guys.
Every day of my life, I sit in an empty bar and wait longer than an hour to stand in front of two drunk people and tell jokes at 1 a.m.
Yeah. That's how much you care about stand-up comedy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and I don't really care about it that much. It's crazy.
Get a guy on a motorcycle.
I mean, it's like, I don't understand, dude. I can't get off of how stupid that is to go outside for a fucking hour. It's a waste of everybody's time. And printing the signs, why not just draw some signs?
Did you see what any of the signs said?
They all said the same thing. They all said, stop Elon Musk animal lab testing.
Right.
I can show you one of the signs right now. They posted on their fucking thing. It's like, dude, if you're going to stand outside for an hour, just draw a couple signs. Why are you fucking printing them? You go to fucking Kinko's? Where are the signs now? What are they doing with the signs?
Yeah. They're not reusable.
They're hanging them up in their fucking house. They're putting them in their front yard.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of funny things to ask them, too. I wrote about a bunch of shit. I was going to be like, oh, what? Why don't you like the laboratories? Do you not believe in science? That's what I was going to ask them.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I was going to be like, what are they testing the animals for? Like autism, herpes? What are they testing the animals
Yeah,
for?
what's going on over there? Neuralink?
Yeah, Neuralink testing.
Could be anything with Elon.
I think it sounds pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
I
What
think
if it's the Boring Company and they're just like having them chill in tunnels?
it was for Neuralink.
It was for Neuralink?
Yeah,
Ooh.
Neuralink testing.
Interesting. Testing the brainwaves of monkeys right now.
They should test the brainwaves of anyone who went to that fucking protest. Can't be very much going on there. So these aren't the exact same signs, but these are very similar, which is even funnier because these are different signs they used at a previous protest.
And animal use.
That's what they're spending the fucking money on.
They're just generic signs.
Wednesday, August 3rd, the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine is holding a protest Wednesday against Neuralink's animal testing lab here in Austin. Neuralink subjects monkeys, pigs, rats, and sheep to invasive, often deadly brain experiments in which the staff drill holes in animal skulls and insert devices as part of the company's development of brain-machine interface.
Ooh.
Please join us in our protest. More info at the link. You know what, man? That does sound pretty bad. I can't believe that they're doing that to people. I would love to go to the protest. Oh, the protest is over. It's over. Today at 10:45 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Hey, man, I'm going to turn around and come back and join you. Oh, you're gone.
380 shares. 81 people attended the event.
Well, they said they were attending the event. You didn't see 81 people out there, did you?
There were a lot of people.
Yeah? Okay.
Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine.
I see a couple people walking over. Maybe we can get them on camera, see how they feel about it. They're cutting holes in the heads of sheep and pigs and monkeys. This
Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine seems pretty cool. This guy says he beat cancer by adopting a plant-based diet. So these people are really some geniuses.
Yeah.
Dude, I just can't even believe. I can't even believe these people are physicians. Physicians organize this.
These are doctors?
That was one of the organizations working with Animals for Austin.
It's a physician organization?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Help us stop Elon Musk's animal lab in Austin.
None of the work they do as physicians requires animal testing?
I don't know, but it just seems like if you're going to try to stop the richest man in the world from doing something, you might want to devote more than an hour of your time to it. Fucking idiots.
A man with a lot of time and resources.
Please contact
Elon
Ryan.
doesn't do all this work himself. He outsources it to other people. Maybe they could outsource protesting.
Elon
to
Musk
people that
doesn't
would
even
be
know.
willing to
I
stand
would be
outside.
surprised if Elon Musk hired these people to do this protest to make them look bad. That's how silly it would be to stand outside for a fucking hour.
Right.
If you hit traffic on the way to the protest, you wouldn't even get there in time. Everyone would be gone.
You have to live downtown, within walking distance or at least like Lime scooter distance.
I fucking hate people like this, dude.
There's people out here running and working out. I guarantee they're hanging out longer than an hour at Silker Park.
Yes, dude. I mean, like, it's such like a hacky point. Like, people only go to protest, take pictures of themselves. What else are you accomplishing when you're there for an hour other than just taking a picture of yourself?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's such a fucking joke.
Well, thanks for getting me out of the house.
No problem, but I really wanted to do something fun.
It would have been fun. We'll plan one in the future. If you know about any protests or events going on in Austin, I wonder if there's like a Do 512 for
Yeah, we're gonna find.
protesting.
I mean, even like, you know,
Get
they had
LinkedIn.
like the Reptile Expo recently. We just got to go to stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I was really looking forward to going to this protest, and then when I found out how little they cared about it, I was even more angry that we didn't go, because those are the exact people I want to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
That guy who's dressed up like Antifa is a fucking nerd. What a dork.
Yeah.
For an hour?
Right.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a war on the streets at fucking 11:15 in the morning.
Did he have weapons?
I don't know, dude, but he was dressed up like he was expecting fucking tear gas to be rained upon him at 11:15 in the morning in his hour-long fucking protest.
He's wearing goggles and stuff and masks.
He had the neck thing pulled up to his eyes.
Yeah.
Big
Gator.
sunglasses. Yeah, gaiters pulled up to his eyes. Big sunglasses. Hat on. Black like turtleneck with a black vest over it.
Mm.
You know, and of course he's like 5'3". Fucking loser. Absolute fucking loser.
The short kings of Antifa.
It's just crazy. It's like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm. They wasted their time. They inadvertently wasted our time.
Don't ever take a picture of yourself at a protest. Ever.
Mm-hmm.
It completely negates being there. Well, I want to spread awareness online to the 400 people, 200 of which have you muted because you post dumb shit like this all the time. It's so stupid.
Performative activism.
Yeah, dude, and it's
Some
like,
guy's rubbernecking us right now.
I don't
He
want
might
it.
be from Antifa.
I hope so, dude. Well, all we have to do is run away for an hour and they'll give up and they'll go home.
All right. We tried. Tried our best.
I was hoping some strangers would approach us and
No,
Try to
no,
be on our
I don't know.
podcast.
That's the thing about.
we could tell them we're famous. We could tell them we work for Actions for Animals.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If we were out on the streets, just walking up and down like 6th Street, some people would probably want to know. Actually, some people would be very unhappy that we're filming over there. Honestly,
That's what I want, though.
you want confrontation?
Yeah.
We can go down there.
I don't respect
I'm
anybody
gearing up like
anymore.
the Antifa dude, though.
After today, dude, I don't respect anybody anymore. I'm invading your space. I'm filming what I want to film.
Mhm.
'Cause I don't respect you anymore. I don't respect anybody. Nobody is about what they say they're about. I've just lost all hope for humanity after what happened today. That was the last straw. Like, nobody cares. The only people in the world that are true to their values are like ISIS. Those are the only people worthy of my respect. Because they will actually put their fucking money where their mouth is. They're like, we're showing up, we're blowing ourselves up
Yeah.
at the daycare center downtown. And they go and they fucking do it. And that's respectable. That's something I can at least respect a man that has principles. Hey, we're going to order a Domino's pizza, we're going to protest, and when the pizza arrives, we're going to take it, and we're going to go home.
You're protesting for 30 minutes or less.
Yeah, it's crazy. I can't believe it. If I called, I have to call my bank. I'm going to be on hold longer than those people were protesting. We waited for AAA for 7 hours the other day. We could have done 7 different protests. We could have protested 7 different things in that time.
Yeah, while I was waiting for my car to get towed. Yeah, we sat in a coffee shop for hours waiting.
It's unbelievable.
Not outside, though. It is hard to be outside for an hour. Like, we've been out here for, I don't even know how long we've been doing this.
You've been doing 2 protests a week for the LonelyMans regular episodes and Patreons for over a year.
Yeah, I dedicate 2 hours a week.
Insane.
It's true. Plus the time it takes to edit everything. Well, I mean, that photographer girl that was there, she's got a lot of editing to do tonight.
Some people have abused animals longer than they protested him. Like, I bet a guy today in Austin beat his dog for longer than an hour.
How long does it take to drill a hole in the head of a monkey? Probably like an hour, right? With all the setup and everything?
I don't know. I wish these are the questions I could have asked them, dude. I'm interested to know what's going on. It's just unbelievable that people inundate your fucking feed with this shit, and they really could give less of a fuck about it. They just do not care.
Nobody
Nobody
cares. Subscribe now to this group so we can see what's going on. We can keep tabs on them.
I'm gonna start following every protest group. I'm gonna be the guy that shows up at protests and be like, "You guys gotta step your fucking out." I could literally go. We should go protest something for 2 hours. We'll be the best protesters in the city. They'll be like, "They're doing twice the work of everybody else in the city."
Yeah.
We'll be the hardest working men in Austin activism. It's unbelievable. Well, I get now why a lot of guys gravitate towards the performative activism, because you're like, oh, I'm the star player of activism.
Yeah.
Because everybody else here, they're all on so many SSRIs that they can't stand up straight for more than 20 minutes at a time.
It's a small commitment, and then you go get drinks afterwards.
Yeah, and then you just get fucked up with your friends and say slurs to each other afterwards.
Yeah, you meet chicks at the protest.
It's just unbelievable.
That guy in the Antifa getup probably passed out. They probably wanted to stay longer, but they had to bring this guy to the emergency room after he fell down from heat exhaustion.
I mean, I don't know, dude. It's just it's unbelievable sometimes. I mean, unreal. It was like a ghost town when we drove by there.
Mm-hmm.
Not a single person.
Yeah. I just realized I'm dressed like Antifa. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
I got black shorts on, black shoes. I need to get a plate carrier if we're gonna go down there. Now that I know that they're geared up like that, I need to be wearing some sort of protection.
I have a dream that someday. Martin, we've been outside for an hour. Can you wrap this speech up? Million Man March is only supposed to go for an hour. Oh, my bad. I gotta go get lunch. It's been an hour, everybody. Let's get out of here.
And time.
Yeah.
I hope someone's out there with a whistle. Like, all right, guys, gotta go. It's more of a flash mob than it was a protest.
I don't even know what it was, dude. Some part of me thinks it was a psyop of some type. Alex Jones records like 9 hours of InfoWars a day. You're going to compete with that?
Yeah.
By staying around with a sign for an hour?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean. It's like...
On Cesar Chavez, that traffic doesn't move quickly either. So they're like, only like 50 people see you because they're all stuck in front of the building.
There is no excuse. Even if they could only have that City Hall area for an hour, the post should have said, then we're going to move over here. There is literally no excuse for doing that, other than the people at the top of that organization are literally just siphoning money out of the dumbest human beings alive.
I mean, if you can't protest for more than an hour, you're not donating money to this group.
Yeah, who is going to that for an hour? Who sees that on Facebook and is like, oh, I'm interested in this, and sees it's 10:45 to noon and be like, yeah, let's do that.
We really missed out. I'd like to apologize to LonelyFans. We really failed today.
Yeah, I know, dude.
We didn't act fast enough. Had we known we only had an hour window, we would have been down there.
The thought crossed my head when I was going to your house. I was like, I hope they're still there when we get back. And I was like, of course they'll be there.
Yeah,
it's 12:30.
They were.
It's prime protest time.
It never even crossed my mind that it would be an hour-long protest. I was like, oh, Paul just saw him at like 11 a.m. They're probably going to be out there till like 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
I can't believe it. They literally here's what they did. All those women went down there. They signed up. They were like, hey, can we have a table at this brunch spot? They're like, it's gonna be about an hour. Is that okay? I'm like, yeah, it's perfect actually.
Yeah.
Let's go fucking.
Let's go protest at City Hall.
Let's go do some good for the world,
Yeah.
and then let's get fucked up on mimosas,
We'll save the animals.
and then let's go eat ribs. It's really unbelievable.
All right, Lonely fans. If you'd like to see more content like this, send us events with specific times so we can get down there early and prepare.
I watched a gangbang porn the other day that the woman had 3 people inside of her for longer than an hour,
Yeah.
and these women couldn't even stand out on that. That's a real.
And the video you
Warrior.
watched was probably edited down to an hour.
I know.
There's a lot of shooting involved.
That's a real warrior.
Mm-hmm.
These fucking people are outside. They can't even
Yeah.
stand up. You know what I mean?
She's getting her monkey abused.
Yeah.
They're drilling holes in her monkey for over
They're
an
drilling
hour.
holes in her beaver. They might have drilled a hole in her head and fuck that. It was a pretty intense video.
Was it?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
It's just sad. It's
All
sad
right.
because nothing's going to change. Nothing's
Yeah.
going to change. None of you people believe in anything that you're touting. And this is why things are going to get worse for everybody. And so don't talk to me about it ever again. Unless you've stood outside for more than an hour for something, please don't talk to me about it. Because you don't care about it, and I don't care about it. And somewhere deep down, I hope that you and your family suffer hard times as a result of it, if you talk to me.
All right.
That's how I feel.